Well, good morning.
Good morning.
We're halfway, well, more over halfway to Norseman now, after having left Esperance this morning. But we're making very good time. We're going to be in Norseman before midday, so I don't think we'll stay at Norseman tonight. We'll probably just stop and have lunch and then just crack on. What do you think, Joe?
Well, you're the driver, it's up to you.
The driver, it's up to me. Oh dear. Okay, so it's a lovely day. It's 28 degrees. It's not got too hot. We believe all the delays from the bushfires at Norseman have now gone, so we're looking forward to cracking on and hopefully having a trouble-free trip. But we'll catch it. We'll show you more, obviously, as we progress. We'll catch up with you later. Okay.
We've made it to
Norseman.
and we've just had lunch, and Pete's decided they want to travel a bit further, so we're going to travel on to the next place, which is
Some rest station whose name escapes me.
right, okay, a rest station anyway. And hopefully the fires will have gone up now.
Fires have long gone, yeah.
It seems like they are extinguished.
So this part of the air highway is also the Royal Flying Doctor Service airstrip, which is why you've got these rumble strips, these bits of strips at either side.
To get off the motorway if it's coming down.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if there's any warning system. If
I
there's
think
an
the police come, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but yeah, anyhow, this is also the landing strip. So we're only about 20 minutes away now from our first stopover destination. It's an overnight free camp spot that Colin and Bridget recommended, and for the life of me I can't remember what it's called. So we'll show you more when we get there. So we're just coming up to Woorlba rest area where we're stopping overnight. This is on the 90-mile straight. We went whizzing past the sign about 10 minutes ago that says 90-mile straight because we couldn't see it. It was that obscured by stickers that people had put on there. So
we missed it.
Well, we were going to get a shot, you know, the iconic shot, and we went past it. Anyhow, never mind.
Anyway, we've got to the resting place now.
In 1 kilometre, turn right.
In 1 kilometre, turn right, says Apple Maps. So here we come. So yeah, Woorlba rest areas. This is where Colin and Bridget stayed on their trip across and told us to come and stop here. It was a good overnight free stop. So
hopefully it's not
hopefully
crowded.
it is. I'll show you in about 10 seconds as we turn right. Okay, that's the first overnight stop done and dusted. Perfectly fine, Joe, what do you think?
Yeah, let's hope they're all like that.
Let's hope they're all like that. Now look, I have a cushion. Well, it's actually a pillow. We're about to hit the 90-mile straight, and I read somewhere that when you're driving straight without moving your arms, put a pillow on your knees and then you can rest your arms like that. So we'll give it a go. I'll report back.
Right, onward and upward.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've just been here one night, but I've forgotten what it's called.
Mountain Roadhouse. Roadhouse.
So it was fine, wasn't it, for one night?
Perfect, yeah. So there's this
now-
massive heat wave system coming across from Western Australia. All the places we've been for the last few days have already been hit by the heat. It's up 40, 42 degrees. So we're rushing across to the east before the system gets to us. I don't know whether we'll make it all the way, but we've done okay so far. I mean, if it gets here, if we get the heat wave, we get the heat wave. We've all camped in 42 degrees before, but it's not pleasant. So today we're going to Eucla. We'll probably have breakfast stop at Eucla. And then we cross the border into South Australia. And then I'm not sure where we will stay for the night. I'm hoping that we might get to the Bunda Cliffs. But if we do, you'll see it on the camera.
And if we don't, we'll carry on a bit further.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Depending how you feel, Mr. Driver.
See you soon.
Bye.
The Bunda Cliffs.
Yes, the Bunda Cliffs.
This has been on my bucket list ever since I started watching travel videos in Australia, and we're very, very lucky that it's not overly windy and it's not blowing us off the edge of the cliffs, which is what can sometimes happen here. I don't mean literally, but it can.
You can see the cliffs are crumbling. They're crumbling away.
Jill was not all that keen on coming here. She thought the cliffs would crumble beneath her as she stood there.
We were supposed to stay overnight, but I'd rather move on.
Yeah, well, we've got here in really good time, and we've got some of the shots. I'll show you some of the drone footage.
We've had lunch here.
We've had lunch here, so we may as well move on. So I think we'll now go to Nullarbor Roadhouse. And as I say, it's not too windy. The wind's just getting up and blowing. All right.
I've lost my hat once.
So what do you think of the Bunda Cliffs, Jill?
Yeah, they're impressive, but they fall into bits.
I've been married to Jill for 44 years, and I've never once heard her say, yeah, it's fantastic. What do you think of the Bunda Cliffs, Jill?
Yeah, it's fantastic. This is awesome. Lot better than the last place we looked out at. Good morning, we're just leaving the Nullarbor Roadhouse after a reasonably quiet night next to the roadway.
Next to the air highway, just there. I mean, it's a roadhouse. We've stayed at lots of roadhouses, and they're all equally as good and equally as not so good as each other. So
yeah, the food wasn't brilliant.
Food was a bit.
We were thinking we'd get food.
Yeah, we thought we'd treat ourselves.
It were windy.
Have a meal out of the roadhouse, but it was not very good.
No, it was horrible.
Anyhow, a very short travelling day today. We're going to go to head of the Bight, and then we're staying at Penhong Caravan Park. So not much road travelling today, thankfully, a bit of a difference. So I won't need the pillow, a cushion, which I said I'd report back on afterwards. It worked extremely well on the long stretches of the Nullarbor. Sort of just sitting there with your hands resting on the pillow, holding the steering wheel. So it worked fantastic.
Well, we can tick that box. We came to the head of the Bight.
Whale watching centre.
And guess what?
No
Wrong
whales.
season. Wrong season. He did hint at the fact we might see some sea lions.
But we didn't.
We only saw a bird or two. And it also loads of warnings about snakes, but we never even saw any snakes either.
But as you've just seen, we did see some yet more significant rock views from the Bunda
It was
Cliffs.
worth coming just for the different angle on the rocks, really.
All right, on to Penhong Caravan Park now. See you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's it, Nullarbor done and dusted. It took us 4 nights, 5 days. We travelled 1,450 kilometres in total from Esperance, where we started, and I averaged almost exactly 23 litres per 100, which was a bit heavier than I normally do, but we did hit a headwind towards the end of the trip. But yeah, it was a great trip. What did you think of it, Jill?
Better than I thought.
The absolute highlight.
Because we just went one-stop travel, and so it was over with quite quickly, really.
Yeah, my highlight, absolute highlight, was the Bunda Cliffs. It's been on my bucket list for a long time. What about you, Jill?
Head of Bight.
Head of Bight, you enjoyed that?
Head of Bight, but there were no wildlife because we were in the wrong season, of course.
Alright, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We are now making our way back to Albury and then back to Mornington. So we'll see you in the next episode, and of course, don't forget,
like and subscribe, and really, please comment.
See you soon.
Bye.